Good morning. This is Frank. I'll be your host today. It is 10:07. We got a little bit of a late start, but this is 6/27, 2025. And we're going to be talking a little bit about our corporation and how we're set up as an affiliate organization, not an MLM. We are not an MLM. Please don't try to make us an MLM. We are not an MLM. If we were an MLM like those pyramid schemes, we would be a very, very short pyramid. It starts on the top brick of the pyramid is the company. That would be Richard and Jim and Frank and a few other people in the background that help make things happen. The next one down would be the pro affiliate. The pro affiliate are the people who have earned their way into that position either by work, by their work ethic, and by a financial commitment. I know that some of you have had that financial commitment waived, and that may continue on into the future until we achieve certain goals that we've made. But this is not just buy into a position, send us a lot of money, and there you are. No, you really have to be proficient at what you're doing. The next level down would be the standard affiliate. Those are the three bricks that make up our pyramid. So we're not a very big pyramid. No, we're not pyramid at all. We are an affiliate marketing program. We are not MLM. And please don't try to make us an MLM. There are MLM or affiliate or network marketing watchdogs, I could say bulldogs out there that would like nothing more than to tear down what you good people have built up. And so we like to avoid that at all cost. Anyone who doesn't, um, anyone who embellishes the truth will be spoken to. Anyone who persists at it will be dismissed. We have a legitimate organization. I have been doing this for 40 years. I don't have any blemishes on my record. I am that handsome guy up in the right hand corner of my screen with the Hawaiian shirt on. Um, been around for 40 years doing this without any blemishes, and I want to keep it that way and sail off into the sunset and walk barefoot on that beach behind me. So with that, we're going to escape out of this, and we're going to talk about training. Training is going to be taking place every Wednesday, but unfortunately, the training that we had intended for this past Wednesday got disrupted, and that's what caused that little monologue that I just did just now was that disruption. So we're going to do Wednesday's training today, but usually every Wednesday we will do a specific training on a specific subject. We want you to get off to a quick start. So we want you to know and understand what it is that we do so that you can eloquently present it to other people and or just bring them to the calls and let them learn from other people. Are you watching the screen, Richard? You got
Sorry
somebody's
about that.
knocking on the door. Okay.
I need a little bell around my neck, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe electric buzzer, so I could just press the buzzer.
Yeah, you'd love that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's get on target. Let's get on target. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to okay, we're going to go ahead and get into the thing that we do the best. Again, Richard, let me know. Do we see up my screen right now?
Not just yet. Let me see if there's another view here, but no, You need to share first.
I did share, but okay. Let's.
There, it's coming up now.
Okay, cool. Cool. We're going to be talking about our flagship product that we have. We're going to start at the beginning. Come on, guy. There we go. You see it now?
Yes.
All right. All right. So we're going to be talking about our flagship 25% buy, fix, and flip program. This is also sometimes referred to as the buy, fix, and hold. It can be used in either direction. And what it is something that is completely unique to us. Nobody else is doing this kind of a program. But we also want to create a sense of urgency. A lot of people will wait until it's too late to take action. And what I mean by that is real estate investors will go out, they'll find the deal of the century, they'll put some money down, and then they'll think about their credit or think about getting a loan to pay for that thing that they just bought. And we need to create a sense of urgency to get them pre-qualified. That's what this is going to be all about. Today's session is going to be all about getting people pre-qualified and creating or instilling a sense of urgency to make them want to be pre-qualified before they go out and they start looking for property. So the real estate market is on fire right now because of COVID. There are thousands, maybe millions of foreclosures all across the country in every city and every town. And are you getting your fair share of it? I mean, they've already happened. The banks have already taken them back. Most of the people have lost their property. And now those properties are sitting either vacant or they're getting ready to be sold. And many of them need to be fixed up a little bit before they can be sold. So are you getting your fair share of all of the transactions, the millions and millions of transactions that are going to take place? The easiest way to get used to the water in the pool is to just jump in. So we're going to talk about jumping into the pool right now. The fastest way to get involved in real estate funding is to immerse yourself in it. The pool is alive and well in the REIA group meetings. REIA stands for Real Estate Investment Association. But this is tough love now. I'm going to talk tough love, and I don't mean to be hard on anyone, but I want you guys to get paid right away. I want you to start making money right away. So we have put we have to put a big boy and girl pants on and get involved. I did a Google search of REIA meetings in just North Carolina. You can do it in any state that you live in, or you can do it all over the country. The results of my Google search was 81,800 results in 0.79 seconds, less than 1 second. The first one I want to talk about is a REIA group in Charlotte. So when you do that search, you'll get the phone number, you'll get the email address, you'll get the person's name, so that you can reach out to that person and you can ask that person if you can do a presentation for their group. They usually have meetings once or twice a month. They're usually in fairly large cities, but they're everywhere. They're all over the country. So wherever you are, there is certainly going to be a REIA meeting. Again, Real Estate Investment Association, meaning we're talking to real estate investors. We're focusing where the fire is. We're not just going out willy-nilly. We're going specifically where the fire is, because the real estate investors are the ones who are going to be snapping up all of those properties, fixing them up, and then putting homeowners in those properties. And that's where you come in. You are going to fund those deals for the real estate investor. Okay, so now we know how to find the RIA groups, but what do we say when I call them up? What am I supposed to say? Well, it's just a conversation you'd have with anyone in an elevator. Hi, I'm Frank, and I'm with Easy Financial Group, LLC, and I would like to present to your group some of the exclusive financial instruments we have to offer. Like what? Well, what if there was a way that real estate investors could be funded before they found the property? Sort of like having working capital. And what if they found that deal of the century, which comes along about every week now, and they could get it for 100% funding? And what if they could also get 100% of the rehab cost funded? What if they could then get marketing money to advertise the property in an upscale magazine like Home and Gardens and get absolute highest dollar for it? The real estate investor would think they died and went to real estate heaven. Once they tell you that no one on the planet is doing that, then you can say, that's why I want to do a presentation to your group. Notice, I didn't say, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. I said, what if, what if, what if? It's psychological. If you try to brag to somebody, they're going to outbrag you. It's called one-upsmanship. People love to one-ups you. If you ask questions, there's no one-upsmanship there. There's no argument there. You have disarmed your opponent. I don't want to call him an opponent, but sometimes that's how they see themselves. So with the what if questions, you didn't say we're going to do it. You just said what if. And when they come back and they say that nobody in the world is doing such a thing, that opens the door for you to do the presentation and to show them that somebody is doing it. So in addition to that, everyone will be given a 3-bureau credit report for only $1. If you know anything about credit reports, they run anywhere from $15 to $35 just for a credit report of the 3 bureaus that the that the banks look for. They don't look for the feel-good reports that you see on Credit Karma and stuff like that. They want to see the real numbers, and they want to see all 3 bureaus, because not everyone reports to all 3 bureaus. And you might have a foreclosure, a repossession, or some really black mark on one of the 3 credit bureaus. So obviously, most people will pick their best credit bureau and show them that. But when the banks do it, the banks are going to look at all 3. It's better for us to do all 3, see all 3. That way, if there's any problem, we can nip it in the bud and fix it before it becomes a problem. So I would say to the person, I see on your website, your meetings are, and then whatever the date their meetings are. Can you schedule me for a 10-minute presentation then? And he might come back and say, we already have someone scheduled to talk about termites and infestation. Yeah. That's okay. I will only be taking 10 minutes to do my presentation. And I'm sure your guys will love what I have to say. How about 10 minutes on your next meeting? They might say yes, 10 minutes before the meeting. Yes, 10 minutes after the meeting. Yes, 10 minutes between the 2 speakers that I already have booked. But they love to book people. They love, listen. They love to book speakers. That's what gets the real estate investors coming back month after month. That's what gets the real estate investors paying their dues month after month. They have interesting speakers. You have something that is unbelievably interesting to these folks. Your members will thank you for it. If you let me speak for 10 minutes, your members will thank you for it. When you get your invitation to a RIA group meeting, I will give you a complete, detailed procedure that you should follow. However, for now, I will give you a brief overview. Most meetings are held in conference rooms at a hotel, such as the Holiday Inn. We suggest you set up a table provided by the hotel just outside the room. What I'm saying is when you walk in the lobby and you walk towards the room, they have to walk past your table. They can't have to come out of the room and go to your table. They've got to pass by your table to get in the room. On that table, you'll have some literature, such as our exclusive 125% offer. And this is the printed version. You can print these up. You can bring them to any printing company and print up as many as you like. And it's exclusive 125% funding program, buy, fix, and flip, buy, fix, and hold, commercial real estate. This is our credit sterilization program. You'll have these two brochures on your table. You should bring business cards on your table so they can get back in touch with you after the meeting. Don't embarrass yourself by not being prepared. Have the Wi-Fi pre-set up and tested maybe the day before to make sure that you can log in, that you can get into the hotel's system, and that you can use your laptops to record everything that happens during the presentation. And I'm going to add this one other thing. If you are not prepared to do a presentation, it's good. It's okay. Many of them have a big screen TV. And what we can do is I can do the presentation for you. You can tell me when the presentation is, and we can schedule it. And I can do a 10-minute presentation answering all the questions that they may have. Have a sign printed about pre-qualifying for the 125% funding. There's all kinds of signs. It could be a cardboard sign on the table. It could be one of those flags that stand up in front of or beside the table. It could be whatever you want, but have a sign that talks about pre-qualifying for 125% funding and talk about a 3-bureau credit report for only $1. Most of them know it's like $25 to $35 for a 3-bureau report. So for $1, it's really a good deal. Have a second or a third person with 1 or 2 laptops doing credit reports. As the people come in, you could give them the opportunity to do a quick credit report before they walk into the room or after you finish with your presentation. And you want to do these credit reports, and then you want to offer to have a pre-qualification in 24 to 48 hours for them. This will be your gold mine. As those people get pre-qualified, you'll now have an unlimited number of real estate investors. That is the target that we're shooting at. This is your bullseye. You'll be focusing right where the fire is. If you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone and master this, you will master your income for a lifetime. The 125% funding program, this is a flagship product. It's like working capital. We have $75,000 on average. That could be from 50,000 to 150,000. My average has been 75,000. Acquisition capital, loans from 100,000 to $5 million, various terms from 12 months to 36 months, interest only. Rehab capital, we give them up to 100% of the work that they've done, and we roll it into the loan, so it's not a separate loan that they have to pay. Marketing capital, we give them the money that they need to market the property, that once it's finished, in upscale magazines. Buckle up, Buttercup. You're about to go on the ride of your life. Get with your pro affiliate and do a Google search for RIA groups in your area. Call them and ask the above what if questions, those questions I asked in the beginning. Then set an appointment to talk before their next meeting. Do the same with real estate agencies. Real estate agents or agencies have a once a month meeting as well, and sometimes once a week meeting. If you can get before them and you can show them that the agents in their stable who work with real estate investors have an easy path to getting their clients funded, you will be the hero. Then set an appointment to talk before their next meetings. But you said this is your flagship product, Frank. What if the investors don't qualify because of their credit? Many won't. However, we have that solved as well. Introducing the credit sterilization under 60 days to a completely clean credit report. There are tables set up out back on the room. It only takes a minute to get pre-qualified for 125% funding, or to take advantage of our credit sterilization. The program, well, here's the deal. This is a win-win-win for everyone. The buyer buys the building. The seller sells the building, and we get paid. Remember, our associates are at the back of the room waiting to get you pre-qualified. Thank you. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. And I did that in 30 minutes, just like I said I would. Richard, actually, if you minus the 7 minutes late that we started, I did it in 23 minutes. Okay. Just like I said I would. All right. If there are any questions, the idea is that a lot of the people, really, a lot of the people are not going to be qualified. They're not going to make it for 125% buy, fix, and flip program. That's just reality. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be offering 3 flavors of credit repair, credit repair, credit sterilization, and credit restoration. The restoration was the middle one. There are 3 different price levels, and you get paid on them right away. So that's the point. I want to get you guys paid right away. So if we do the credit repair, credit restoration, or credit sterilization, you guys can be making money right away today. And when those people who don't qualify get qualified, you can put them through the 125% program. But what if they're not going to get qualified? Well, we have over 100 lenders, so we can do all the way down to 550 FICO score, and some with no FICO score at all. So you see, we have a number of different ways that we can get them funded that is not the 125%, but it could be something less. The point is, you're there and you're on the top of mind, and that's what gives you the ability to bring them in as a lifelong client. Why lifelong? Because these real estate investors don't buy one house and that's it. No, no, no. They want to buy 3, 4, 5 houses, and some of them 10 houses a year. And if they follow my guidelines are kitchen, carpet, and paint. You're in and out in a week. If they follow those guidelines, which I'll help them, um, then they could actually do 12 houses a year or more. And that means you get 12 sales per year from each client and many, many more because they all know other people. And when they see what you're doing for their friend, they're going to want you to do it for them as well. All right. Any questions? Any comments?
Frank, you might want to unmute everybody now.
You have?
I haven't. You need to.
I'm not hearing what you're saying, Richard.
Need to unmute people so they can speak up.
Okay. I will. Ah, there you go. Okay, you can unmute yourselves now. Just unmute yourself, shout out your name, ask your question. I didn't do that good a job. Come on. Yes, Ron.
Oh yeah, no, you did a great job. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely great job. Very
Yes.
step by steps that you provided are helpful.
Very informative.
Wow. Good thing I'm not wearing a hat. It wouldn't fit anymore. My head's swelling up.
And by the way, you do look handsome today with that Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love it. Well,
Yeah, he
Richard
borrowed
doesn't
that shirt for me. He borrowed that shirt for me.
Richard doesn't like my Hawaiian shirt, but it's my signature. The beach in the background, the signature. I want to walk barefoot on the beach behind me. So anyway.
And then
Well, I know, I'm
Richard,
just stuck in a cornfield.
and yeah, and then Richard with his t-shirt. You look great, Richard. I like seeing you like that. Casual.
Hey, it's Friday. This is casual Friday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, anyone I mean, come on, somebody's going to have some question about what I said. Have any questions?
A little late, so I was just wondering, do you have the presentation that you shared? Because I got on a little late and I didn't get to see it.
It is recorded. How can they view the recording, Frank? Is there?
Well, they have to give you their email address or put it in the chat and you copy it down. And
Okay.
then after the presentation is finished in a few minutes, what we'll do is it takes about 35, 40 minutes to render it. Once it's rendered, it'll be on YouTube. And then
okay.
you can also you can go to YouTube, and then you can do once you're on YouTube, there's a search bar at the top. You can type in Frank Alio, and you can see hundreds of other videos that I've done like this about many, many different subjects and different products that we have. But again, we're focusing on one at a time so that we don't mix our peanut butter with our jelly. We don't want to do that yet. We want to know one thing and to know one thing very, very well. And then we'll get you the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. I have over 40 years experience in financing and funding. I think I know a few things, but if I tried to download everything that I know, you would just be so confused. And so I'm going to try to do it in a logical, kind, gentle way so that everybody can really understand and really grasp it.
Thank
Any
you.
other great? That was a great, Casey. That was a great question. Thank you.
And I just subscribed to your page. Thanks.
I mentioned
Frank,
the
I
other
love
day,
I
Frank,
love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I do
mentioned
too.
the other day,
I
Frank, that,
I call them the sustenance of life. When I'm working endless hours, sometimes the only thing I have time to do is run into the kitchen, make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and get right back to the computer. So yeah, I love it. It's a sustenance of life, I call it.
oatmeal for
Anybody?
breakfast and peanut butter jelly sandwiches for lunch, huh?
Yeah.
And grilled cheese with tomato soup for dinner.
There you go.
I
Yes.
know what we'll do. We'll have a luau. We'll have a luau, and we'll have peanut butter and jelly. Ron, go ahead. You get your hand up. What would you like?
Well, I want you guys to address this situation that happened Wednesday. I want to say that Richard handled it very well.
Yes.
We have, a great leadership team, and we had a gentleman on that had his wife on that I think it was more, trying to protect his wife from getting involved in something that was not, ethical. But he brought up the situation. I understand, the license situation. I really want you guys to help other people, that have never been in this situation, had this opportunity to understand that, you don't really need a license to do what we're doing here. But can you guys address that so we can get past that one?
Or you just did. You just you just addressed it. I don't have to address it again. And we did have a very lengthy conversation with that gentleman after, I don't remember, I think it was Thursday night, was it, or Wednesday night? We had a lengthy conversation with him Wednesday night, and we allayed his fears and his concerns. We did that, and we made an invitation for him not to join us because he's in a different industry completely. And the industry that he's in, he was 100% correct. Every word he said was 100% correct for that industry. But he was throwing rocks at an industry that he doesn't even know. And I mean, you think real estate is real estate is real estate. It's not. There's so many different facets to real estate, and everything that he was saying was spot on, correct for his industry, not for us. And that's what I told him, that our industry is completely different. Our industry has been around forever. Our industry is in the Bible. Okay, they talk about our industry in the Bible. So we're different, and because we're different and we're unique, and the things that we do are unique, because of those reasons, we can continue to do our business nationwide in every city, every state, all over the country. And for those adventurous people, we can even do funding in other countries, but I don't promote that, only to people that have been around for a long time and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, Frank, this is Gail. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
I was on that call as well, and I thought that one, he was rude. He was very unprofessional.
Someone's got to mute themselves. Don't yell over that person. Richard, you should be watching the participants so that you can mute people. All right, Gail, go ahead. Gail, I'm sorry.
I thought that he was very unprofessional, and he was trying to over talk Richard, and I thought that was very, very rude. Okay, because number one, you have been doing this for a very, very long time, and the audacity of him to come on this webinar, okay, and voice his opinion as to the real estate industry. Okay, of course, he has to be licensed or doing whatever he's doing, but he needs to stay in his lane. But with that being said, you guys are doing a terrific job, and I am very pleased and happy to be a part of this team. And let's keep moving forward.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, Gail. All right. Well, we got 15 minutes left and nothing to talk about unless you
One
guys
other
ask
quick
questions.
question. I wanted
ahead.
to ask, is this able to be done in California?
Is California still in the United States?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We can do it. You know what? You can even do it in Hawaii. And
Okay.
I'm not sure about Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands and Guam, but most, and I have to ask per company, but any of the United States and the United States protectorates. Remember, we have over 100 lenders, so it can be used in many of our other protectorates like Puerto Rico and other places like that.
Okay. Thank
Richard, Frank, I have a question. You said that you could do this like in other countries if you knew what you were doing. Would you ever do like Central America?
Yes. Now, it may not be this 125% buy, fix, and flip, but yes, we have had companies.
I'll send her that one so she has the right one.
Okay.
Friend
Uh,
with my mom?
No, because I was just knowing, I know that the real estate market is really booming in Guatemala, so that's why I was wondering. Yeah.
So the answer is yes. Richard, are you paying attention?
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
am.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Well,
This is Jimmy from Las Vegas. Can you hear me?
hey,
Yes,
Jimmy
we
from
can.
Las Vegas, you youngster, you little 50-year-old guy, you.
Yes. I love it. And thanks for borrowing that shirt and wearing it from me, Frank.
I have
I
a
knew
whole
it had to come
closet.
from
I have a
somebody.
whole closet full of them.
Well, I'm gonna catch up with you, but I got like 4 or 5 of them. So listen, my question is, you said it several times, but I'm asking this question for clarity. What exactly is our industry that we are going to be mastering?
Uh-oh. Could you say that again, please?
What actually is our industry? So our industry is obviously different from Tony, who was on the call Wednesday. And in all good conscience, he was trying to protect us, protect his wife. But what is our industry?
So his industry is the banking industry, and his industry is conventional and non-conforming and non-conforming loans. And we don't do conforming or non-conforming loans. Our loans are from 1 to 4 non-owner occupied. The owner doesn't live in the building he's going to buy. He's buying it as an investment. So it's investment banking is what we're in. Investment banking. We're not in conforming or non-conforming, which was his argument. His argument was whether we're non-conforming or conforming. And he accused us of being the reason that the market crashed in 2008 and 9. But actually what he really meant was Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, Washington Mutual, Franklin Funding, all had non-conforming loans, meaning the client did not qualify for a loan. That's what it means. And those people who got loans, even though they did not qualify for a loan, when the interest rates were low and they were adjustable rate mortgages, when they adjusted upward, the people's income did not adjust with the loan, and therefore they lost their houses in the millions. And that was what crashed it. We, on the other hand, investors, came in and saved the day, because those that we could save and keep them in their houses, we did. Those that we couldn't save, instead of just having them go down the tube, we got investors to step in and investing, and we funded their investing. So we are affiliates. We're all affiliates. We're not loan officers. We're not LOs. We're not agents of a certain bank or another bank. We are affiliates, and this is affiliate marketing. And we're in the affiliate marketing space and the investor space. That's it. That's what we do. Good question, James. Great question. I hope that brought clarity.
Absolutely.
So Frank, on that note, what do we fund any type of loan where someone wants to buy a home, it's their first home, they want to live in it? Do we fund anything like that?
The answer is yes. Both Jim Palmer and I have NMLS licenses. And so if we wanted to fund that, we would have to make sure that we associated ourselves with a licensed licensed mortgage broker in that particular state. We have a company that we are associated with that has licenses in almost every state. So that's why I don't push that, because we have to jump through hoops. And I don't want to make it tough, but the answer is yes, we could do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Frank. This is Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
I was looking at the video about the buy, fix, and flop and hold. What is a flagship program?
A flagship is I don't know what Richard, could you explain a flagship?
A flagship in every fleet that is put to the ocean, like a fleet of military ships and so forth. Even if it's an aircraft carrier, there's always one ship designated as the flagship, because that's where the admiral who is in charge of the entire fleet resides. He's on the flagship. He's got his name on it. His flag flies on it. And that's where the term comes from. That is the flagship, the one that carries the flag for the fleet. In our case, and in general vernacular, when you say you've got this and it's the flagship, it's the one that kind of stands apart from all the rest. It's where the admiral resides, where the focus is. There's the admiral over there. We need to get him one of those tri-corner hats, don't we? But in any event, that's the admiral's choice. He resides there. That's where all the primary focus is. That's where the decisions are made. In our case, a flagship product simply means it is the primary thing that grabs our attention, the attention of our clients most of the time.
Wow, that was a good
Thank you.
definition. I don't think I had that definition. Brenda,
Well,
I would have just said it was our best product.
Well, tomorrow I'll be talking about Horatio Hornblower, and then we'll move to Farragut on Sunday. So anyway,
All right,
I think
cool.
I could do it, or maybe James could do it too, since he's a former Navy guy.
Yes, yes. Frank, you mentioned that you had a license. What kind of license do you have again?
It's N like national, MLS like multiple lending services, NMLS license.
And what is that? What does that mean as far as what that license is?
What it means is I, not you, I can do mortgages for owner occupied, and I don't like to do them. It's difficult. It's time consuming. You could make 3 or 4 deals with investors in the same time you make one deal with a a homeowner. So I don't particularly like to do them. And it's also difficult for you to get paid when I do a loan. Now, because of our association with a national company that has licenses in every state, because of that, you can go get fingerprinted. You can have your mugshot taken. You can study the courses. You can pass a test. You can do all of those things that me and Jim, the other Jim, had to do. And then you too can go ahead and do your owner occupied and get paid for doing your owner occupied. That's the thing. It's not easy to get paid because that's where the law gets sticky. That's where the teeth on the tiger are come out. That's where the other guy who was making all that disruption, that's where that comes in. The best way to do it is to just avoid it. Or if you absolutely want to torture yourself, go ahead and get licensed, and we'll hang your license with the national company. And then if you make a mistake, their error and omission insurance will kick in. But that's complicated.
Let me just point out that the NMLS stands for National Mortgage Listing Services. So in other words, it is the agency that coordinates and tracks the licensing for mortgage lenders all around the United States. And you have to be listed with them to do that sort of thing, mortgage lending in various states around the country. That's the central agency that polices that.
And I just as soon stay away from the police and
yeah,
drive the speed limit and wear my Hawaiian shirt and walk barefoot on the beach. Ron has a question. His hand up.
Yes, yeah. I just want to make sure that, I add my 2 cents. I have my real estate license, and being a realtor is, some people are really good at it, but takes years to really build a real estate, pipeline. And there's a lot of restrictions, and the laws are constantly changing. So you're paying to be a part of a broker. You have to have a broker if you're a realtor. You got to pay your fees to be a part of the MLS for it to get, to be able to see what listings and so on and so forth. And you're competing with thousands and thousands and thousands of other realtors, whereas there's more investors than there are people out there looking to buy homes. You have a lot of investors that's really ready to roll up their sleeves and work alongside of you instead of just competing with other realtors trying to find people to list a home and buy a home. And when you look at the fees every quarter, you're paying a broker, okay, even if you haven't made any money. Guys, this is not for everybody. But I will tell you this, that being a realtor is not an easy deal, right? So you have to look at the retailer. This is the realtor is the retailer. We're in the manufacturing part of this industry. We're the ones that's out there that's going to help people, create, situations that they normally would not be able to get approved to help people get into homes. So we have the best of both worlds. You don't need a license. You don't need to be a realtor out there fighting and competing and beating the streets to find somebody to list a home and to sell a home. So you can do whatever you want to do, but you can set up a table outside of these meetings and they got thousands of customers, clients sitting there waiting for you to just say, hey, you get qualified, we'll get you qualified, we'll get you the money, build those relationships and just keep it moving. Keep it simple.
Yeah. Well said.
So what I want to add to that is it's very common knowledge that your home is the biggest investment you will ever make in your life for most people. And for a real estate agent, he's looking for somebody who is going to make the biggest investment in their whole entire life. Now, real estate investors, they'll I had one real estate investor that had 95 investment properties, rental properties under his belt. And I thought that was great until I found somebody that had 800 investment properties under his belt. So the real estate investor is not buying one house, believe me. They're buying house after house after house, whether they're buying it for their portfolio because they want to retire with a big income every month, or whether they're buying, fixing, and flipping, or whether they're buying and wholesaling. There's so many different facets to the business that there can be so many little niches that people can fit into. The homeowner, they're making the biggest investment of their life. The real estate investor is just another deal. Okay, well, with that, and if there's any final question, it is 10:58. I like to respect your time. I like to respect it, keep it right to the hour, and let you get on with your day. If there's anything else, anyone else?
I do want to, and I'll have to come back to talk about this more. For one, I definitely want to get the video, and I can put my email in the chat because it's blocked. So I will email you, Rich, to ask for the video.
Yeah,
But
that'll be
aside
super.
from
I'll look
that-
forward to it. Thank you, Casey.
Okay. Aside from that, one of my desires has been to restore something within our family, which is real estate, like development, right? And I say that because we had property, we seen property in our family, and then you know what happens when someone passes, family, the person leaves property, and then others inherit it. It might have to be split, and then people sell the property off rather than coordinating so that they can, have it as an investment, have it as a way to generate income. So that has been kind of my desire moving forward, to do that for my family. And I would like to learn about this process. And so what I think I'm hearing from you is me, little me, who does not have a real estate license, can learn about the process of becoming an investment realtor. I can learn
It's
how
an
to
investor.
invest
Yeah.
in
Yes.
real estate.
Yeah.
Hey, Casey, I've got some fantastic news for you. As your mentor, I can teach you how to become a professional real estate investor. Casey, I can teach you how you can have multiple pieces of property and make multiple incomes. I can teach you, Casey, how to be a real estate flipper, how to flip properties, or a real estate holder that can hold properties in what is called a portfolio. And I can also teach you, Casey, how to do lease options and get paid 3 times on one house. But that's not for today. That's for
Okay.
another day. And I do want to say one quick little thing before I say goodbye. Casey, me too. When I was a little kid, I mean preschool, my grandfather owned an entire block in the city of Boston. He
Right.
he owned the whole entire block. And he had his own house not far from it. I used to walk from, my dad lived in one of his apartments, and I used to walk to my grandpa's house up on the hill. It wasn't that far away. In preschool, and in those days, they let little kids walk just long distances. Anyhow, when my grandpa passed, obviously I was in my 14, 15-year-old area. I was too little, still too young to pass down the real estate, but the gene was with me.
Right.
The real
right.
estate gene was with me. And so when it came time, what you just said was absolutely true. All of his properties, all of his holdings, all of everything just sort of just disappeared. And nobody could tell me where any of it went when I was old enough, when I was around 19, 20, and I was old enough to say, okay, I want to get involved. And it broke my heart to look in the foreclosure auction and see my grandfather's house, his own residence, sold at auction. And I didn't know anything what to do about it. I had no idea how to stop it. And that was when I was about 20. So I feel for you, Casey, and I certainly want to help you.
Okay. Thank
Good.
you. Thank you.
With
All right,
that,
we need to wrap it up.
yeah, with that, I'm going to say God bless everyone, and thank you for coming. Look at
Borough Preston.
Yes.
God bless everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God bless
Awesome
you.
meeting this morning. Thank you, Casey and Brenda, for
See you
jumping on.
later.
Thank you.
Super. Take care.